Hello there. Thank you so much for joining us. It's Thursday's edition of Business Nigeria. These are the top stories we're tracking for you at this time. Nigeria UNIDO signed $175 million partnership to boost economic transformation. FG says MSMEs are foundations of the Nigerian economy. Trump announces 10% reciprocal global tariffs, 20% on EU. Well, let's take a look at the commodities markets this afternoon and start with gold, which is down today 0.62%. That's per ounce. That's $3,146.60. Silver, $33.34. Copper, $486.95. Platinum, $977.54. All in ounce. And if you look at the change here, it's negative for gold, silver, and copper. Positive for platinum, and for silver is 3.78% down, gold 0.62% down, copper 3.39% down, and 0.03% down for platinum. Commodities market also mixed bag. Corn $451 per ton, wheat $531, cocoa $8,968. Pretty doing well, 9.67% positive. That market has been acting on pretty well in recent times. Cotton $66.89, negative 2.91, and 4.29% in negative. That's what we have for cotton here. In this market, corn, wheat, and cotton negative. Only cocoa is staying in green. Well, let's go to the global markets as stock slump, as trade war stirs, recession fears. Yes, we know that President Trump has gone ahead with his determination to go ahead with his tariffs and all of that. And we've seen reciprocal tariffs coming from other countries. So stocks dived today and investors scrambled for safety of bonds. Gold and yen, fearing new U.S. tariffs, have intensified a trade war, threatening to tip the world into recession. The dollar was swept to a 6-month low, falling along with U.S. bond yields after President Donald Trump imposed tariffs that raised effective import taxes to the highest levels in a century. Nasdaq futures dropped 3.2%. European futures were down nearly 2%, and Nikkei's fall 3%, falling to Tokyo's torching 8-month low, which led heavy losses across Asia. Apple's market capitalization fell more than $240 billion as its shares slid 7%. in after trading hours trade. Now, Nvidia's market cap dropped 5.6%, or about $153 billion. China's big domestic economy and the hope of support from Beijing limited losses in Hong Kong stocks to about 1.5% and the Shanghai to around 0.5%, the only market in green this afternoon. Well, crude oil prices fell by as much as 3% today after U.S. President Donald Trump announced sweeping new tariffs that investors worry would inflame a global trade war that will curtail economic growth and limit fuel demand. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude fell to sell for $69.45 with a downward review of 3.15%. Brent experienced also a positive reaction there, 2.95%, to sell for $72.74 per barrel. Bonny Light is down 2.84%, and it is now selling for $78.62 for a barrel. OPEC basket is up 1.73% and is selling for $77.43 per barrel.